Stan the Annuity Man here. Me and you are going to talk today about, can you buy an annuity inside of your IRA? Now, there's a lot of people out there that when they hear that, they just go bat crazy. I'm not going to bat shiato crazy because you should never buy an annuity inside of an IRA. That's just complete and utter garbage. And you can take this video and shoot it to your financial advisor if they're the ones that said that. And I'll argue all day that it's garbage. But the answer, short answer is this. Can you buy an annuity inside of an IRA? The answer is yes, but that's not the real question in my opinion. The real question is why and should you? And that's what we're getting ready to talk about. Okay, trusty blue pen, we're going to do some visual stuff. It might be a little basic, but I want you to understand how it all works. So here's your IRA, here's a Roth IRA, and here's a non-IRA, okay? Annuities can go and fit into every single one of those. It really comes down to how the money is taxed. So let's talk about the IRA, because that's what you asked about. And I'm assuming you're talking about traditional IRAs or a rollover IRA or something of that sort, not a Roth IRA. So we won't talk about Roth or we won't talk about non-IRAs, but understand annuities can be held in any of those types of accounts. It really comes down to the contractual guarantees. You should only buy an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. And the will do is the contractual guarantees. Never buy an annuity of any type for the hypothetical, theoretical, back-tested, projected, hopeful agent return scenarios. Do not buy unicorns chasing the butterflies. Do not buy the sizzle, buy the steak. And the steak is the contractual guarantees because guess what? Annuities are contracts, which gets to the first question is why me and you were talking in the first place, which is, can you buy an annuity inside of an IRA? And my questions after that is, should you and why would you? So the answer is yes, you can buy inside of the IRA. And the reason that you would is if you're trying to solve for a specific contractual guarantee. There's two questions to buy an annuity of any type. What do you want the money to contractually do? And when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? So let's go through the types. Single premium immediate annuity inside of an IRA. Can you buy one there? Absolutely. Should you? If you need income. If you need lifetime income, you can buy a single premium immediate annuity inside of your IRA, and that income stream coming out is taxable because it's inside of your IRA, but you can set it up inside of your IRA joint with a spouse. How about that? So, deferred income annuities, DIAs. And what is that? That's an immediate annuity that you can defer. Can you buy a deferred income annuity inside of an IRA? The answer is yes, but most carriers will only allow you to defer to 70 and a half. Because at 70 and a half, the DIA becomes a QLAC, Qualified Longevity Annuity Contract. So at 70 and a half, between 70 and a half and 85, if you need income, you can turn it on any time in between that. Then you can buy a QLAC inside of your IRA. And with all of these, you can attach a spouse or partner for joint lifetime income. Okay? So for people out there that just carte blanche say, number one, I hate annuities, not smart. Number two, you should never buy an annuity inside of an IRA. That's that goober voice that I hear people say when they don't know what they're talking about. That's garbage too. And you guys, everyone says that. Everywhere I'm reading that. They're wrong. I mean, they're wrong. You don't believe all the news you see or hear, do you? Then don't believe all the annuity news you see and hear as well. Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, the #1 educator on the planet. And I do sell annuities, and a bunch of them, but only if they contractually fit into your portfolio. But can you buy it inside of an IRA? Yeah, it really comes down to what type. So let's go to some more types. Can you buy a multi-year guarantee annuity inside of your IRA? The answer is yes. What is a multi-year guarantee annuity? It's the annuity industry's version of a CD. So what are you buying? You're not buying the tax deferral because you're already in a tax-deferred structure, right? You're buying the guarantee. So let's say the MIGA is a 5-year MIGA, 5-year guarantee at 3.9% per year for 5 years. At the time of this taping, that's probably good. 20 years from now, someone will say, well, what are you talking about? But yeah, you're buying that guarantee. So you can buy a MIGA. Can you buy an indexed annuity inside of an IRA? Absolutely, you can. Same thing, you're buying the principal protection, you're buying the CD type returns. You might even attach an income rider for future income inside of that. Can you buy a variable annuity inside of an IRA? Yeah, you can. Same thing, you're not going to get any tax deferral. Variable annuities were put on the plan in, I think, 1955, that range for tax deferred growth, but you already got tax deferral, right? So, short answer to the whole thing is, yeah, you can buy annuities inside of an IRA, a traditional IRA. The question is, do you need to? And if so, what are you trying to contractually solve for? And from that, annuities can complement your IRA. Okay, so a guy called me the other day and he was talking about getting an immediate annuity inside of his IRA. Here's the interesting part about just kind of a side note. Most of the assets, a ton of the assets, majority of the assets that are out there from a retirement standpoint are inside of IRAs or qualified money. So to say that you can't, you shouldn't, or it's stupid to buy any type of annuity inside of an IRA is really, it's not right. It shouldn't be put out there by people that don't know what they're talking about, because with 10,000 baby boomers retiring every single day, and you might be that person. You might be that person that's saying, you know what, I'm either getting close to retirement or I'm at retirement and I don't want to do this market volatility stuff. Or, you know, a guy called me the other day and said, this was a really good story, I'll get back to this one, but he said, the reason I bought the immediate annuity is in the future, he was afraid that he wouldn't have the cognitive ability to make the decision to get a lifetime income stream, so he wanted to put one in place now. That's the first time I've ever heard someone really kind of tell me that, and it hit me. I'm like, yeah, there's probably a lot of people out there that are saying, you know what, I kind of want to put this in place to make it turnkey so my family don't have to worry about the income stream coming in, so they kind of do it proactively. Not saying you're going to lose your mind like Stan the Annuity Man, right? But we all have to plan for the future. But this other gentleman was talking about an immediate annuity inside the IRA, and I said, yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's talk about the good and the bad of that. And most of it was pretty good for his situation. That's his IRA, and he had, it was $1 million IRA plus, but let's just put out $1 million. And he wanted to buy a $400,000 immediate annuity to create a lifetime income stream for both him and his spouse. Inside of the IRA, you can add your spouse as a joint life participant. So when you die, the income stream continues uninterrupted and unchanged for their life, which is a good thing. You're kind of leaving a good legacy for the spouse. And most spouses just care about the income, you know, and that's nothing sexist. So calm down a little bit. But let me give you an example of my wife. My wife, when I die after the party, she's only going to care about the income stream to go see the kids and hopeful grandkids. That's all she's going to care about. So if I'm setting up an immediate annuity like this gentleman was doing, she'd be happy. So here's the good news. He's going to get a lifetime income stream for him and his wife. And I told him to take her out for dinner and tell her that when he dies, she gets a lifetime income stream uninterrupted and unchanged. She's going to be happy. But here's the good news. The $400,000 immediate annuity and that income covers the RMDs, the required minimum distributions when you're 70 and a half, fully. So this income is, this $400,000 is turnkey. Check, RMDs are done. Now, you have to take of the additional remaining amount, in this case was $600,000, you'd have to take required minimum distributions of that non-annuity amount. But what he liked were two things. We kind of killed two birds with one stone. He got a joint life income stream payment, which created income that him and his wife needed, not only while he was living, but certainly when he's dead and she's surviving. And then it also, that income stream coming from the $400,000 SPIA fully covered the required minimum distributions. Totally. Which is cool. And then he went and had to take the required minimum distributions on the remaining amount of his IRA. So there's a couple of examples. Maybe that's something that you're thinking about, and maybe you have something specific that you have in mind. If that's the case, contact me at stantheannuityman.com, or you can email me, stan@stantheannuityman.com, and we can get together on the phone or via email and discuss, you know, strategies. I'll put something together for you so you can see quotes from all carriers. Okay, so we covered can you buy an annuity inside of an IRA. I think we got pretty thorough on that. I've done another video that you might want to look at is can you buy an annuity at any age? Which is pretty neat, right? So, I mean, for the youngsters out there, if you're thinking about buying one for maybe a grandson or granddaughter or daughter, or wondering ambiguity, somebody that's not got their stuff together yet, we cover that as well, so I recommend you doing that. Thanks for joining me. Hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to go to stantheannuityman.com for all kinds of additional information, podcasts, articles, and even if you want to talk to me.